Hello and welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm your host, Gina Cheatham, aka the Clever Connoisseur, your budget-friendly luxury lifestyle specialist, giving you all the deets on fun things to do, places to go, and great food to eat around St. Louis that won't break the bank and keep your pockets empty. Well, it's the last week of August, although it feels more like fall, yet there's still so much going on in St. Louis. And our guest this evening is Miss Jamie Manley from St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and she's here to tell us all about their upcoming walk-run fundraiser to end childhood cancer. And in just a few minutes, I'll be announcing the name of the lucky winner of the VIP tickets for Missouri Style Week 2015 from last week's Jabber with Gina contest. So stay right there because it's time to get in the mix.
Check it out.
That, my friends, was the Broseph E. Lee Band performing tonight at the kickoff of the Fall Ameren Twilight Tuesdays concert series. And if you missed tonight's concert, which you probably did if you're watching me, so no need to worry, there will be plenty of more shows between now and the end of September. Now, they start every Tuesday and it goes from 6 to 8 p.m. in the evening. It's a very family-friendly event, so you'll see strolling magicians, face painting, arts and crafts that the children can take home. And remember, you must bring your snacks, soft drinks, blankets, and lawn chairs. No alcohol, please. And it is definitely a fun time, one of my favorite things to do in the fall. However, if the guitar is more of your thing, then make sure you attend the Uruguayan guitarist performance hosted by the Consulate of Uruguay and Webster University, featuring Alvaro Cordoba on Wednesday, August 26th. Now, Dr. Cordoba, yes, that's it. He's Dr. Cordoba. He's a neurosurgeon and a guitarist, and he was born in 1961 in Uruguay. He first began performing concerts in 1978, and in the last 30 years, he's performed all over the world. Now, let me just say this. Being a doctor and a rock star is every child's dream. Can you imagine? Rock star at night, doctor by day. Who'd have thunk it? At any rate, for those of you who love to mix music with food, check out the annual Alpha Kappa Alpha Gamma Omega Chapter Gospel Jazz Brunch featuring Anita Jackson at the Emerson Theater on Harris Stowe State University's campus. Brunch will begin at 1 p.m. and there's also a silent auction. Now, if you want to purchase tickets, make sure you go to Eventbrite. Now, those are the sounds of soulful singer Anita Jackson, who will be performing. She has a powerful voice with a little hint of jazz, a little blues, a gospel, and oh my gosh, her stage presence. She will make you get up out your seat and dance your shoes off. I've done it before. At any rate, you know what time it is. It's also fall wedding season. And if you're the non-traditional fashion-forward bride-to-be, then I have an event just for you. This Thursday from 7 to 11 p.m., Alive Magazine is hosting the Alive Best Day Ever at the Bouquet Club. Come prepared to party, take in the best vendors, food, and fashion St. Louis has to offer, from door prizes to honeymoon must-haves and giveaways. You don't want to miss it. Check out eventbrite.com to purchase your tickets. Let me just tell you, it is definitely going to be a fun event. If you haven't seen the new Boo Cat Club here in St. Louis since they've renovated it in 2014, it is definitely something you want to visit. It is swanky, just right for a party. And men, I haven't forgotten you. I have something for you too. Tomorrow evening, Cedric Cobb is hosting a men's accessory showcase featuring all of his products from the Best Pocket Square holder, his premium pocket square collection, and bespoke apparel neckties. This event's from 4:30 to 8:30 in the VIP section of Fox Sports Midwest Live at Ballpark Village. Go review and select the latest in men's upscale accessories while you enjoy appetizers and watch the Cardinals on the mega screens. This is a private event, so please RSVP with Cedric Cobb as soon as possible via phone, text, or email. Or you can even reach out to him on Facebook. Just make sure you wear your best casual, dressy outfit because they will be having professional photography and video taking place. Now, men, if that doesn't get you out and into the stores or out and about to do a little shopping, I don't know what will, because you've got sports, you've got fashion, all smashed into the same event. You gotta love it. And speaking of fashion, last week I promised that the first person who sent a question to Jabber with Gina would receive VIP tickets to Missouri Style Week. Well, we have a winner, and her name is Sherry Guzman. Congratulations, Sherry. The question she sent in, everybody, is what was the first fashion magazine? Well, Miss Sherry, the first fashion magazine in St. Louis, before there was an Alive and before there was a Gazelle STL, was St. Louis Illustrated in 1878. It was published first in Milwaukee in 1870, and it had a few light articles and lots of fashion illustrations. And while we're speaking of fashion and we're speaking of Gazelle magazine, don't forget that Missouri Style Week is this Friday and Saturday. Check out more details on the screen. And wrapping up all the fashion things to do around town, ladies, you don't want to miss this one. It's the Sip, Swap, and Shop, where you meet new friends, swap new and gently loved clothes, and enjoy a little wine and sweet treats. Now, you know that makes me happy. Shopping and wine? Oh my gosh. This event's on Thursday, August 27th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. located at Refresh, a resale boutique in the Brentwood Promenade. They ask that you bring a minimum of 3 items to swap, from accessories to clothing to shoes, purses. Bring it and swap it. If you want to find out more, go to their website at Sip, Swap, and Shop at Eventbrite. Now, and for those of you who've never heard about a Sip, Swap, and Shop, I know it sounds different, doesn't it? Well, let me tell you, it will revolutionize the way women shop and create a trilogy of excitement. Again, it's the best cocktails to swapping high-end fashion items and shopping with some of the most fashion-forward local brands. So, again, you don't want to miss it. Now, if you've heard that beer and working out don't mix, don't believe them. That's simply not true. Yoga Buzz is hosting yoga and beer at the Beer Garden at Anheuser-Busch on Wednesday, August 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. Absolutely, all this fitness and drinking, shopping and drinking. What's a girl to do? Well, speaking of fitness, yesterday I went to the South St. Louis Carondelet branch of the YMCA to work out, of course. And while I was there, I asked a few people, what is their #1 motivator for working out? Check out this video to see what they had to say.
Physical, kind of construction, so for me to work out and be physical at work as well is huge for me.
My #1 reason, of course, is to lose weight and be healthy, and I love to dance, so I'm here for Zumba.
To keep up with my kids and to be a healthier me.
Now, beginning on Saturday and running through Sunday, August 29th through the 30th, the second annual Greater Gateway Games hosted by CrossFit St. Louis will be held at Shavitz Arena. It's the largest fitness competition held in the St. Louis area to date. Athletes from all states are welcome to participate in this competition. And guess what? Over $5,000 in prize money is being given away. Now, ask someone else, but for me, money is always a good motivator when it comes to working out. But you know, that's me. We're nearing a full moon and it's that time of the year again. Grab your bike Saturday night for the 52nd annual Moonlight Ramble and go for a midnight moonlight bike riding adventure around town. Organized in October 1964 by Dick Leary, the ride that began with just one rider has since grown into an annual tradition with thousands of riders taking to the streets of St. Louis at midnight under the moonlight. Decked out in all kinds of fun and festive bike riding gear, it is a fun time for everyone that gets involved. It's the longest running nighttime bike ride in the U.S. It's a great source of pride of St. Louis since it started here, and it's definitely a family-friendly event with entertainment, food, vendors, souvenirs, with a great family-friendly after party. Ooh, an after party, that's always fun. So make sure you visit the website for more details and to get registered. Now, I just talked about all this fitness. I've got my guest here, Miss Jamie Manley from St. Jude, and she's here to talk to us about another fitness event that's coming up here in St. Louis, one that's very near and dear to my heart, and one that truly gets me motivated because anytime I have the chance to work with the kids, but especially to save someone's life, that makes it all that more worthy and makes you want to get out there and do your very best. So thank you, Jamie, for coming.
Thanks for having me, Gina. It's so fun to be here.
I'm so glad you're here. Really, I really am. You know, I know a lot about St. Jude because I work with you and St. Jude, but there's a few people out there, I'm sure, that don't know. Can you tell us a little bit about St. Jude?
Absolutely. So St. Jude is located in Memphis, Tennessee. However, they do treat children from all over the United States and all over the world. Many children are treated from this area, actually from St. Louis. And beyond that, the researchers, they share their findings worldwide with the medical community. So a lot of people don't know, but a lot of the protocols and treatments that are being used in our local children's hospitals have been founded by St. Jude.
All right, and I thought that was true, and I just want everybody to know that whether or not you think you've been touched by St. Jude, you probably already have. Now, I want to know more about this walk. This walk is a big event for St. Jude.
Absolutely. So our walk is September 26th. We're really excited this year. It coincides with September is National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So September 26th, we're having it at Ballpark Village.
Ballpark Village. Everybody loves a little Ballpark Village.
It's going to be a ton of fun. It is a 5K. It is family friendly. Fredbird's going to be there. The Rams cheerleaders are going to be there. It's going to be a ton of fun, and it's only $10 to register, which is the greatest part.
I think that's wonderful. In fact, I have a challenge to our audience, but hold on. I'm going to get to that. I want to tell you, St. Jude is not just curing cancer, but they are curing a lot of other disease, especially one that impacts the African American community at much higher rates than any other community, which is sickle cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the cure for sickle cell was found at St. Jude, correct?
Absolutely. So St. Jude actually has one of the largest pediatric sickle cell programs in the world. And we were the first institution to offer a cure through blood transplant. And like you said, it's actually 1 in 500 Americans, and primarily African American and Hispanic Americans, are affected by sickle cell today.
So, I mean, the walk is all about helping fight cancer, which is very important, but I want the community to know that there are other childhood diseases that, you know, if you're going to walk, you can walk for this too. Know
Absolutely.
that you can get out there and do your best to help save someone's life. And there's one little girl in particular who who is very near and dear to my heart. Her name is Braylon French, and her mother's name is Shay French. And, I had gotten involved with St. Jude before I met them, but then as soon as I got there, I had the joy of meeting Braylon, and that little face, I think y'all saw it, just melts your heart. But the sad thing about it is, as much as St. Jude was able to do to extend her life, she lost her life to childhood cancer, brain cancer, this past spring. And to watch her battle, she was such a little warrior and such an angel and such a strong little sassy thing. And I was just thankful for her mother that they had those resources to try and extend her life. She was diagnosed, I think Braylon was like 9 months old?
She was just under a year.
And so, people, let me just say this, and I'll share with you all. When you give to St. Jude, it means that family doesn't have to spend a dime once they're there. Not one dime. Everything is taken care of. And, I don't have kids. However, I have tons of friends that do, and I can't imagine, but I have to take my hat off to Shay. She handled it like a trooper, but thank God for St. Jude to come in and be able to help supplement all those things that were going on, the doctor's bills, housing expenses, so forth and so on. So when you get out there to walk on September 26th, know that you're walking to help a family, to help a child, to save someone's life. And if you've never been to St. Jude, oh my gosh, it is incredible. And the wonderful thing about when you go to St. Jude, I thought I was gonna cry, just like I thought I was gonna cry a moment ago. But it is a joyful place. It is a joyful place. The kids with their wagons, and they're filled with so much hope and so much joy. And so $10 goes a long way, does it not?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so guess what, y'all? I got another challenge. Yes, your girl. I won't ask you to do what I won't do my darn self, and that is to get registered. Go get registered for the walk on September 26th. And you can get registered with our team here at STL TV. Yes, it's the STL TV team, The Daily Mix. Get signed up and walk with me and my friends for St. Jude. And when you do get signed up, check this out. Hold, let me show you. Bam! Pow! You'll get one of these lovely bracelets that you can wear in unity with the rest of the walkers and show that you are a part of saving a child's life today. Am I wrong?
Absolutely. Sounds like fun. I'm gonna join your team.
All right, well, come on, join my team, because there'll probably be a little wine involved. I'm just joking. No, we're gonna drink a lot of water so we can stay hydrated.
Absolutely.
And Braylon would love that. So again, do it for the kids, do it for Braylon French and for Shay French in her memory. That's why I'm doing it. I appreciate it so much. I'm so happy to be able to do this.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, Gina. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, well, St. Louis, that's it for tonight. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, I want you to live the high life for low cost. And tell them, Jamie, keep your coins in your purse. Yes. You gotta keep your money in your purse.
Absolutely.
Oh, but make sure you give some to St. Jude.